controls here. Straighten up some of these. Okay, so good morning, everyone. I have to readjust my camera. Being that the camera does double duty for both the PSVR and is also used for streaming, so the height and focus of the camera are often is not exact for what I want for VR is not necessarily what I want for when I'm streaming. So I have to go and readjust it. Well, good morning, everybody. And I just wanted to invite you into a quick little dream session here. If you've ever stopped by any of my random streams before, I haven't done it in a while. I've been a little occupied, with the COVID-19 and things like that, causing a lot of issues and stuff. So there's been a lot going on, but it's good to be back and do a little streaming again. If you've ever, I'm gonna shut my door just a little bit here, because I tend to be kind of loud. If you have ever dropped by any of my streams before, I like to talk about programming and building and creativity and just kind of noodling around with things, and musing and hopefully talking through the things that I'm doing as I'm building. So yeah, definitely not an expert builder. I love dreams, but I haven't had nearly as much time as I want to devote to it, so hopefully I can get back into the swing of things. But I decided this morning just to kind of impromptu just stream a little me messing around with stuff. So yeah, so let's talk about what I've been doing. So the last time I've spent an inordinate amount of time on this this little intro level trying to figure out what I want to do. Not because it's been particularly hard, but I don't know why. I just wanted to spend some time with it. So here we are. Anyway, this is one of the first things that Dreams makes you do is create and release an intro level. So I decided I wanted to do some fun stuff with it, just little things to kind of play with the logic. So the first thing I did is I added these. Actually, I'm going to jump out of. I'm going to jump into edit mode here. I added these torches just cause. And to briefly recap. I also added these pillars so that you can get up to this area. I don't remember how you were supposed to get up there before, but so now that's the way up to the victory section. And then the other thing I added was I walled off this this way that you pass by, and I added a set of pillars that moves back. And what I had initially wanted to do is make the pillars drop through the floor, but I wasn't able to do it because apparently they collide with the floor, and so that was causing a problem. So I tried a few things and ended up settling on having them move back. And one of the things that I like to talk about when I do these kind of building sessions is, and I'll try and just recap quickly, the idea of iteration and trying things and not being afraid of stuff not working and being okay with that, right? I've been programming for a bit of time. I wouldn't say I've been great at it. I've never been great at programming, but I love it. It's super stimulating. And so, it was kind of, I have to be completely honest, right? I was kind of like, wow, I can't get this to work. That's kind of depressing. But I did get it to work. I just had to do something different, and I had to learn some information about the system and how it works. And that's all part of it, right? Like, this is what every designer or builder goes through. So, just kind of remembering those things. And then kind of I like to, one of the things I enjoy doing is talking about what I'm doing. And it's super helpful. As you become a more seasoned programmer, one of the things they recommend doing is having a little rubber duck, right? So you talk to the rubber duck, and it's that talking through your steps helps you kind of figure out your logic. And so this, I guess, the internet audience, you guys out there, are my virtual rubber duck. If anybody ever stops by, otherwise, it's my imaginary rubber duck, and that's fine. So hopefully somebody drops by and yay, sees, somebody having fun and building things, and yeah, that's all I can ask for. Anyway, what are we doing today? one of the things I was noticing, I'm going to jump back into build mode here, or I'm sorry, play mode. And I'm actually going to rewind this. Go back to the building, or back to the beginning. And so the last time I was streaming, I added a camera, so that when you jump on this little platform, there's a little button over here that allows the things to move back. Jump on it, and there we are, we're back. And I could probably adjust the timing on that camera a little. I may do that. One of the things I noticed, the trip over to this area to get out of here is precarious, and I've fallen in that hole many times, and I can't get out of it, so that's something that I have to fix. The other thing I'd like to fix is, as I run this way, I think this could be a little bit more obvious. I think I'd like it to move back a little bit more, but, you know, it works. And then I would like some obstacles. I think what I'm going to work on today is some obstacles just right in between here, so that there is some challenge getting across that plane, right? Alright. So I'm thinking maybe something that shoots obstacles, or shoots things, or maybe, you know, something along that line. Now, I forget, I did one of the tutorials where you can add health and that kind of thing, so I have to remember how to do that, and I'm not sure if I remember. So, let's jump into edit mode here, and I'm gonna go here, and I'm gonna see what can I could probably build my own thing. I'm not quite there yet, so let's see what we've got in terms of objects. We've got some doorways, some tunnels. Maybe like a cannon would be fun. Fans are cool. Stone tower wall. Contraption. There's the music. There's a lantern. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Decorated cube. There's a scene exit. So I'm going to search for some stuff. Let's see what we've got. Let's try... Let's see what we've got in the realm of cannons. I'm going to let it spin. Cool. Okay, now I bet some of these cannons probably already have... Oh, it's got... full kind of cannon fire. There's a cannon. Oh, there's a cannon. Well, let's grab that. Okay. Actually, I'm going to cancel that for a second. And oops, I'm going to go back to I don't want to do that. I want to go back to... There we go. It's been so long since I've done this, I'm forgetting where all my... Alright, so I wanted to see some information about this. So we'll do L1 and X. Okay. Remix of Candy Cannon. Okay. Interesting. Hold on just a sec. We are going to silence that phone for a minute. And let's see. So we're going to take a look at this object here. I think that's pretty cool. Alright, I just want something simple. And that, I think this will probably work. How do I go back? Oh, it actually fires things. Well, check that out. Well, how do I get out of this particular view? Cool. We know it works, so I would like to use it. Let's go exit creation. I was editing my creation. That's where I was. And let's go back. I want to use those things. I think that would be fun. I'm going to go back to search. Let's go back to what it was. I'm going to find. Oh. Let's find it. Oh, no! Did I lose the one I was just looking at? That's so sad. I really liked it. Sorting and filtering, elements, collections. I don't want to really filter. Let's do my search again. I really liked the first canon it came up with. And now I can't. It's not here. So very sad. Alright, so we're just going to kind of page through and maybe we'll see it again. I mean, really, it doesn't matter which canon I'm using. But, no, it's too bad because I kind of liked the one that I looked at the first time. It was simple, did its job. Well, I can't find the first canon that I was dealing with, which is too bad. Like I said, it doesn't really matter which canon that I choose, but, you know, I kind of liked the one that I was dealing with. Alright, well, we're going to go back to my scene here. And, alright, yeah, I guess we'll just grab any canon. I liked the first canon because it already had some stuff on it, but that's fine. Let's take a look at it. Let's see what this canon's got here. I don't think this quite fits in with my scene, but you know, we'll give it a shot and see what happens. Okay. Manipulate it just a little bit here, and let's place one here. And let's see. Is this question is does this object have anything about it? Let's take a look at. Is there any logic attached to this particular object? Does not look like there is. It looks like it's just a thing, which is totally fine. Oh, hello, good morning, whoever may be watching. Or good evening, perhaps. I don't know where you are watching from, so it could be all kinds of times. But hello. Alright, so we're going to go back to play mode, and I just kind of want to take a look at this cannon. There's some sound happening. I wonder if that's the cannon. It is. So there is something attached to that cannon. Alright, so we've got some. Oh no. No, don't fall in the death hole. No, don't fall in the death hole. We're going to have to fix that. Alright. We're just going to move back to where we wanted to go. Alright, so this cannon does have something that it's doing. Okay, so I'm going to jump back to edit mode here. Alright, so this cannon does indeed have some sort of logic attached to it. I would like to select it, and maybe... Hello! BB, hello. Thank you for joining and kind of watching me noodle around with this with my little level here. let's see. What can I do to this thing? Am I able to change it at all? Oh, hey. Hi, Mom. How are you? Right, what am I doing with this cannon? How do I... This cannot be edited. Ah, I see. Okay, so I think I am actually going to remove this particular one. Not because it's bad, but because it's not quite exactly what I'm looking for. So I am going to head back to my menu here. I'm going to search for, see if I can find another cannon. Oh, good. Yay, that's right. There's a little bit of a delay, I forget, between in streaming. So you will, I will be saying stuff and then you won't hear it for a few minutes, so that's kind of funny. Alright, I'm going to look at this cannon here and we'll see what options do I have. Remixed one time. Okay. The sculpture. Okay. Alright, so let's select this cannon. Oh, and it's got a thing. Okay. Interesting. Alright, so we're just gonna place it. Oop, got a little drift going on there. I'm gonna place it here. And let's see what kind of work I can do on this cannon. Am I able to edit it? Oh, hi, Dad. Hello. Let's see, tweak selected. I don't know what I can tweak here. Let's see, not an author or a collaborator. Okay. Well, I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to delete it for a second. And I'm going to go back to, maybe, if I view this cover and, can I remix this one? Remixed one time. Okay. View. Select. Okay. That's not exactly what I wanted to do. Alright, let's go back to search here. I want to... Yeah, I don't want to leave my creation. I would just like to add this thing, and maybe remix it. Version release. Okay, well, we're gonna go back here, and actually, let's go ahead and I would like to save my cancel stamp. I'm going to go to, that's assembly mode, camera bookmark, that's not what I want. Oh, alright, I've got a bookmark, that's interesting. Okay. Well, what I would like to do is I would like to save my work here. Well, I'm going to do that. Actually, that's not what I want. Quick save. And I'm going to go back my edit mode, and we're going to go pull up that menu. We're going to go searching again. We're going to view this camera, and I would like to remix it. category for your creation. Character, sculpture is probably definitely a contraption. It's not an animation, so yeah, we're gonna put it as contraption. Okay. And let's see, it's a remix of a cartoon canon. Hello.
You're doing a live stream.
I am. What's up, kiddo? My mom says hi.
Jamie, can you later download Minecraft and RL class so we can play?
Oh, I forgot about that.
Now I know a really good strategy for how to beat it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I will see if I have space for that, and then. Okay, so we have. I'm gonna sort of put my headphones on. Hey, Munchkin, can you shift over to the left a little? To the left a little? Yeah, there you go. Okay, what am I gonna do with this? It's got some logic that allows it to shoot to a certain spot. I don't necessarily want that, and I don't want it to auto shoot. So let's take a look at some of the logic that they have here. On off output, impact sensor, health modifier, me, follower, gyroscope, follower. Interesting. Okay. And then, oops. And then there's something. Alright, we're going to go this way and then go down. Take a look at this microchip here. Let me see, what does it do? Alright, look at rotator, emitter, and gyroscope. Interesting. Okay. I'm going to move this up a little. Can I move this up? Yes, I can. I can make it larger. Alright. Yeah.
Wait, what's your screen recorder? Oh, that thing.
Yeah. Alright, let's see what we've got here. Oops. Stop. I can't access the whatchamacallit. Let's see, select. And
Hey, Jamie, I'm sorry to tell you, when we play, if you see a dragon, let's just run for our lives. The thing has incinerated me like 3 times, and I can't escape it, because whenever it incinerates me, I'm not near water, and apparently the dragons will still absolutely incinerate you in peaceful mode.
Huh.
Which is really confusing.
Oh, it's got a, looks like it's got sound effects attached to it. Okay.
Also, I can't hear any sound in Minecraft.
Oh, that is odd.
My everything is on maximum. I can't hear anything.
Wait, why can I not? Let's see what we got here. This is our emitter. Its properties, inputs and outputs. Okay. The emitted object lifetime. Okay, so recycle emit. Interesting. Once or continuous. I think it's set to continuous currently. This is local space, emitted object lifetime.
Wait, when it says one person, does that mean one person's watching, or is that one person you?
One person's watching. I think my mom's watching still. Time between emits. Okay, but what I don't want it to do is I don't want it to auto shoot. Actually, I kind of do want it to auto shoot. Maybe that's fine. Gyroscope. And look at rotator. I don't know if I need this necessarily. Okay, so since this is my own object here, I am actually going to, I'm going to get rid of, Nash, move, dude. I'm going to get rid of the look at rotator and gyroscope. Why is there a gyroscope on here? Let's see, what is my gyroscope doing? I'd like to know more about the gyroscope. Can I know more? Oop, nope, that's not what I want. I want you to move. Go. Deselect, but I can't get any more information about it. Let's deselect everything. Alright, just want to find information about the gyroscope. Oh, crap. Speed that you want attached. Set the speed you want the attached object to move when the gyroscope is on. Okay. I don't particularly want it to align to a gyroscope because I'm guessing it's going to be, that has to do with the gyroscope inside the controller, which means that I can use my controller to orient where this thing is going to shoot. So I think I'm actually going to get rid of this. And we're going to leave the emitter on. Hull breach, I think we can, I'm going to leave on for a few. Okay, so now we've got that. This, what is this? Let us look at this. This is the microchip that we're looking at here. I'm going to zoom in for a second. And let's see, we've got a gyroscope, follower, got some sort of switch here. Actually, I would like to deselect everything. Let's just choose this guy. What is this? Tag output, scene space transform. I'm not sure what this particular, oh, it's some sort of tag. I'm not sure if I need this tag. What is this? Impact sensor. I've got a health modifier. Okay. I don't know if I need my impact sensor. Health modifier seems useful. This switch and I think we're going to get rid of the gyroscope. We're going to get rid of the, I don't know, follower, goblin me. I'm going to get rid of goblin me because I don't know if that matters. I'm going to get rid of the tag for right now, and I'm going to get rid of the switch. Okay. We've got this thing. What is this? Follower. Oops, that's not what I want to do. I don't want to change the name of it. I want to find out more about it. Alright, so we're going to pull out one of these. Music timeline, search, settings. Instruments. Yeah, I don't really want, I'm not looking for music currently. We're in sound mode. I don't want to be in sound mode. How do I get out of sound mode? Start. Tools. Search. Okay. I'm going to close that. And I don't think I want to be in sound mode. Okay. Let's leave this mode. I don't want to be in sound mode. I do want... Alright, so we've made some change. Hold on just a second. You okay? Hello? You alright? Okay. I actually think I would like to rename this object. I probably should have picked a better name in the first place, but here we are. Okay, so we're going to quick save it as we've made some changes to the thing. Okay, and let's see. Creation settings. Visibility, unreleased collaborators. We don't have any collaborators. Okay, that's fine. I would like to rename it. Exit creation main menu. And probably we'll have to exit creation to rename it. Okay. Let's go exit creation. Sure, we'll save it online. I'm going to save it to my... I'm not ready to save it online yet. Okay. I would like to change the name of the thing. Okay. So, let's go back to... my creations. I would like to change this thing. TV only. Not sure what that means. Let's call it Ancient Temple Canon. Ancient. Templar. That's not what I'm looking for. Temple Canon. Alright. There we go. And then let's go back in and edit it really quick. We're probably going to take a break in a few minutes. That's the funny thing about dreams for me, is it always leads down some like unexpected rabbit hole. So right now our rabbit hole is, hey, we found this cool thing, and now I'm going to modify it. And so just kind of, I guess, to recap what I've done, I've taken somebody's creation, and they one of the great things about dreams is you can, if somebody specifies it, you're allowed to remix their creation. So I've taken somebody's creation, and I am now free to do with it what I'd like. It's my own copy, so it doesn't change theirs. It's my version, kind of like in Scratch, where you can remix other people's levels. You can do the same thing with their objects, their creations, etc. So I've taken it, and I'm just actually repurposing it to my needs. And part of this involves something. It's kind of a skill that you will use, you know, just like in if you do programming as a profession, you will be required to dig into other people's creations. Usually it's, you know, their code. So it could be their, you know, it's their text files that contain the code. It'll contain some objects that they've made, and you can peek into the implementation of those objects, how they've made the objects. And one of the things you'll often do as a programmer is you'll be required kind of to dig through somebody else's code and understand how they've, you know, how they've designed their thing or what it's capable of doing. And if you can read their code and understand what it does and how it does it, you're able to change it in a way that may work better for your needs or your team's needs or whatever. I had to do that at work. I had a very smart, we had a very smart contractor, gentleman from India, and he made some objects for us and in Salesforce. And then after, you know, we parted ways, It was we needed some other stuff done, and so I had to peek into his code and kind of look around and try and understand his logic. And like I said, very, very smart person. And I learned a lot about how Salesforce works and the things that I can do by looking around at some of the choices he made. And sometimes, as I was looking through the choices, I made different choices. And they're not necessarily better. They're not necessarily worse. It kind of depends on what it is that you're trying to do. And so that's what I'm doing right now with this object, is I am looking at what was created, and I'm making some decisions around what it is that I need this object to do. And I'm removing extraneous code that I don't want either to run or I don't want to complicate things. And the more simple you can have an object or logic, the better. So I am just kind of digging around through this wonderful object that somebody's created, and I'm saying, what is it that I want to do? What is it that I want it to do? And then I'm looking at the code, trying to understand what it is that it's doing, and then removing the stuff that I'm like, yeah, this is probably not going to apply to me. So, for example, I looked inside this microchip and decided, oops, that is not what I wanted. Let's try that again. I want to open the microchip. And I believe microchips are kind of like a container object where you can just combine logic and kind of keep it together. Much like you would with a function where you can take pieces of code that are, a unit of code that you want to do a thing, and you can put it inside a function so that it's reusable. So I removed some of the stuff that I'm like, yeah, I don't think I need. And I may remove hull breach. I don't know if I particularly need that. Emitter, the thing that I believe is shooting out the object, the cannonball, I'm going to keep on because I do want that. So that's that. And then I'm going to hop over here. I don't know if I'm going to particularly need a target. I think I just want it to shoot out. But before I get there, I'm trying to think through it. So I really just wanted to shoot across the screen, not particularly do any targeting. So I think I'm going to delete this. I've deleted that microchip. You know what? Let's undo that. Can I delete the target? And that deletes it all. Okay. One of the best things about computers is an undo function, right? If you decide, maybe that's something I really wanted, you can go right back to it. Undo is my best friend. All right, so let's take a look at what we've got here. We've got an impact sensor. I want to kind of take a look at this and see what this does. Properties and oh, you can rename things. I don't want to particularly rename that. Let's see, we've got search, we've got tools, modes, animate, gadgets. I'm going to take a look through some gadgets, logic and processing, movers and output, gameplay, cameras, connectors, sound. Let's see, movers and output. Impact sensor seems more like an input. Maybe a sensor's an input. I think that's probably what this is. So let's learn a little bit about the impact sensor here. Detects whether anything comes into contact with the attached object. Outputs signals for various sorts of contact. Bumps, scrapes, rolls, even just touching. Okay. Great for triggering specific sounds based on the sort of impact, particularly when teamed with audio surface type. Wow. Or use it with the health gadgets for applying damage to something. Alright, just a second. Hello? Hello?
Hi, my name is Taylor with City Bank on behalf of SI. Is Jamie Brown there?
I'm sorry, Taylor, what are you calling on behalf of?
Citibank on behalf of SI.
Oh, yes, this is Jamie. Now is actually really not a good time, though. Can I call you back a little later?
Yep, that's totally fine.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, so let's jump back to use it with health gadgets for applying damage to something. Okay, so we may want to damage our player. For anything you want triggered by impacts, this is the very fellow. A thing you'd invariably want to do is trigger a sound effect. Okay, cool. I'm not particularly wanting a sound effect right now. I do absolutely love the writing these guys have done. I should say these people have done these. I'm trying to become more clear. Though guys tends to be all inclusive. Like, might as well just say this: the team, right? The team at Mac. That's Flash, or it used to be. The team at Media Molecule, just like everything they do has just kind of overflows with this like love for their subject matter and the things that they're doing, and even their writing and their copy is just like, you can tell they really, really enjoy the stuff that they do. And so I love just reading their, I love everything they do, but that's a different story. Okay, so maybe we might want this impact sensor, so I'm going to back out of here. And let's see, what do we got? Touching. Touching is connected. And then there's this health modifier. Okay, so I'm going to close this. I'm going to dig into this health modifier here. No, that's not what I want. Let's get a little closer here. Select it. And tweak selected. And let's see, modification amount. Remove. Boom, 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 boom. Per hit. Okay, continuous zone. Impact. Objects are touching. Okay. Used in combination with one. Wait, let me see that again. When on, consider players. And this gadget is used in combination with one which has player info. The player number is considered. Okay, interesting. Zone properties. Zone shape. Okay. Cylinder. Okay, so we'll think about this. This is the impact zone. So this thing emits something, and this zone seems to be where the, let's see, what's this? This is the follower. I don't think we'll need that, so I'm going to get rid of that. And I think I'm actually going to get rid of all of this. I'm going to go ahead. There's this, edit sculpture. Nope, I'm just going to get rid of all of that because I don't think I'll need it for my particular purposes. And we're going to quick save it. Okay. And we go exit creation. Oops, that's not what I went. Let's go back to my ancient temple level. Let's go to edit. And we're going to jump back here. And let's see, do we still have my cannon here? Oh, maybe not. Okay. I removed it. So, let's go ahead and take, what is this? Update mode. Manage updates to any of the elements of your scene. Do something they may have improved it or changed. Okay. You may have. Okay. Manage changes. Okay. Sounds good. One object with an update. What are my options? Ah, the music has been updated. Okay, interesting. We'll go ahead and update you now. Alright. No objects with update. Okay. Alright, that's been updated. Cool. And then we're going to go to search. We're going to go to my creations. I'm going to pull this cannon in, and let's see, where are we? We wanted to do, rotate it just a bit. I'm going to place one there, and oops. Let's see what happens if I hit play. Okay, so it's firing every second. And the speed of it is pretty good. Okay. Alright. So, we're going to pause that. We're going to hit rewind here. And what do I want to do? Alright, so we have edited some of this. We've taken a creation and we've remixed it. We've edited it a bit. I actually think I want to do some more editing here. And can I jump in and edit it right away? Would be nice. I don't know if I can edit source. Ooh, okay. Yes, save this creation. Alright, so we're back to my object. And I think I'm going to tweak some of the stuff here. I actually might want it to fire a little slower. Oops, that's not what I want. No. There we go. Open that microchip. Okay, and we've got an emitter. Got a home bridge. Let's take a look at this emitter. Alright, we're firing every 1 second. Boom, tick, boom, tick. Let's do, if we boosted it to 2 seconds, okay. Rotation speed, I don't think it needs to rotate. What's this? Speed. The speed is moving 50 meters per second. So let's take this. It was at, what, 50? Let's take it to, let's cut it in half. And let's say, let's set it at 25. Okay. And let's give it a save here. Alright, so we're going to quick save it. Now, why 25? I have no idea. It's a nice, it's half of what it was before. And honestly, like, I'm not, this is one of the things about programming is you kind of have an idea of what you're trying to do. But sometimes it's just playing with values and seeing what actually is working well, right? Like, finding the movement speed of something. It's like, I don't know exactly what I want it to be, but, you know, I can tweak the values. Very easy to change values and go, oh, okay, this is better. Nope, this is not better. And a very simple trick. It's not even a trick. One of the things that I like to do is sometimes pick fairly large differences, right? So if it's at 50, setting it to 49 or 42, probably, I don't know if I'm going to notice that as much, right? But if I take it at 50 and I set it to 2 and I notice, oh, wow, if it changes a whole lot, I'm like, okay, well, I know it, at least this is doing the thing that I want, right? It slows it down or it speeds it up, if that's what it does. So sometimes those, you know, changing it in numbers that are big enough that you can see a difference rather than like, oh, 50 to 49.7, right? It's only when you get it close to where you want you can start adjusting by those, you know, small increments. And I know that's like common sense, but what the heck? Why not mention it, right? All right, so we saved a version. We're going to exit this creation. Go back to my temple level here. Let's see, what is it that I'm updating here? Updated. Oh, right. That is a cool thing. Alright, and I'm going to go over here by the cannon. Let's see. Oops. Okay, so we've made a change, and I think this is closer along the lines of what I want. I'm actually going to take this cannon and I'm going to move it. Maybe. I'm going to stop it from playing for a second. And I'm going to put that right there. And then maybe we'll take this guy. And so we're going to temporarily put him right there. I really like, what is this? Stay upright. Grid snap is not quite what I want. There's like a percent. Stay upright. And there's like a what is it? Like attach. I thought it was surface snap or something like that. Let's see. Rotate. That's looking a little better, right? It's pretty close to the ground. Let's see. What is the nudge command there? R2. I'm not sure what that nudge command is. That's a little right to about right there, maybe? Oh, that's too low. Maybe. Arc that up a little. Okay, now pull up this thing. Oops. Okay, cool. All right. Okay, so now we've got a thing that's firing. And what I'd really like to do is make it so that if you get hit by these things, I don't know if I necessarily want them to fall. I may want to tweak the path of the things, but I also want you to be able to be damaged by them. I believe this character already has some sort of health modifier, but I'm not positive. So let's select them. I'm going to go tweak selected. Is there a way to look at this closer? Behaviors. Quick edit. What do we got down here? Idle, walk, run, jump, descent, jump, apex. So this is not exactly what I want. I'll close this for a second. What I want to do is make sure that she is going to be damaged, which I believe I will need a health modifier. So I'm going to jump to around here. Yeah, I believe I'm going to need some sort of gadget of some sort. Animate modes. Search tools, modes. Undo. That's the clone. Show hide. Guides. Gadgets. Processing. Oh, right. I gotta remember where the health modifier guy is. Movers and outputs. Gameplay. Maybe under gameplay. Auto guides. Doorway. Checkpoint. Maybe not. Okay. Output. Health manager. Health modifier. So create an electrified fence. You'll need one of these. Alright. How about down to repair something? And to the health manager. Make a shape die. Snap a health manager on it. So the question is, do I already have a health manager on this thing? And that would be a great question. Alright, that is not what I want. I'd like to select it. I can tweak some things about it. Oh, we can certainly change. That's my structure, behavior, physical properties, collision labels, labels, audio. So let's check. I'm going to start with behaviors. Auto jump, auto look. Okay, so that's follow, turn towards, procedural animation. Not quite what I want. Physical properties. Visible, right. Movable. Collidable. Density. Width. Collision shape. Okay, not quite what I want. Collision labels. Collides with. Don't want it to collide with friend. Collide with weapon. Stuff labeled as weapon. Okay, so let's start by labeling. Let's start by making sure that my thing is labeled a weapon. Alright, I'm going to jump back over here. I think we're going to have to go in and edit it. Alright. Okay, so let's go in. We're going to look at this emitter. Let's see, there's the emitted object. Can we specify what the emitted object looks like? Inputs and outputs. What does this emit require? Emit speed, rotation speed, ignore parent speed. Time between emits, we changed that. Emit mode, local space, emitted object lifetime, max emitted, recycle emitted objects, what's this? Power, recycle, okay. I really would like to make it so I want to, what do I want to do with this? I want to tag it, I think is what I want to do. Alright, well let's try something. We're going to go back here, and we're going to take this whole thing, and no, I don't want to scope in. I would like to, that's what? I would like to make this thing an enemy. I would like to tag it as such. Well, let's see. Selected. Custom icon. I don't think I want a custom icon per se. Is this audio? Don't need that. Okay. Get out of there. Alright, let us... I don't necessarily want to save it. I don't think I made any changes per se. Sure, we'll save it just in case. And we're going to take a little break in a couple of minutes. Okay, let's go back to my scene here. We're going to need to update. And then let's go back to it. Labels and ownership, collision labels. Collides with... I really wanted to collide with player is what I wanted to do. Well, let's make this a label to be a weapon. What's this? Okay. And I don't think that makes them all weapons, but let's check. What's this? Oh. Now if I selected multiple things, and make them all weapons. Okay. Now, a quick save, and we're going to do a little play test for a quick sec. You can hear the cannons firing. Just walk off now. I kind of like that the cannons, you can see them when the camera pans over that way, so generally an indication that if there is something firing or action happening, it's where the player tends to want to head towards. Not always. Sometimes in some games you want to head away from where the action is so you can try and find a safe path, but let's see if I can indeed collide with this thing. Okay, it does have an... Okay, so they do have an effect. And by effect, I mean they can at least touch me. We may want to speed up their firing speed, but now we know they can at least hit me. Alright, so I think this is a good place to pause for a second. I'm going to exit my creation here. And so that's good. We've edited another creation, somebody's creation. We've tweaked it to make it our own. We've cleaned up some of the code. And I think what we're going to do next is see if I could find a way to add health to my little puppet character and have a collision with that thing destroy you. So that'll be next. Alright guys, thanks for hanging around. Thanks to my mom for visiting my stream and kind of watching me noodle around with this program. And yeah, we'll see everybody later.